let's talk about one of the most important cases in legal history. This is the case of Donoghue and Stevenson. We'll hear about this in almost every law course that you ever do, and that is for very good reason. It is the case that introduced the concept of negligence in tort law, and it also introduced the concept of duty of care, and it all started with a bottle of ginger beer in an opaque bottle. So in 1932, Mrs. Donoghue goes to a cafe with a friend. The friend orders for the two of them, so she orders a bottle of ginger beer for Mrs. Donoghue. And when Mrs. Donoghue pours the ginger beer into the tumbler, she has a little bit of it and it's fine, and then she goes to pour a bit more, and there is a decomposed snail inside the glass. When she sees this, she is obviously distressed and later becomes ill. And she wants to do something about it. She wants to find some way to sue the manufacturer, but unfortunately she didn't actually buy the drink. Because her friend bought the drink, she does not have an existing claim in contract law, and therefore it became very hard for her to make her claim. This is where the House of Lords came in. So they had this judgment that really established a future of negligence law, and this was done by Lord Atkin, and he introduced this idea of a duty of care, that people have a legal responsibility to avoid causing harm to others through their actions or through their omissions, what they don't do. And he introduced what's known as the neighbour principle. So in law, the neighbour principle isn't about just like the person literally next door to you. It could be anyone who could be directly affected by what you do. So it's kind of people you should have in mind when you're doing an action. And this case is really significant because it laid that foundation for modern negligence law. Suddenly, people who didn't have contracts with other people could still sue them if they felt that they were owed something. So it made sure that manufacturers had a responsibility to make sure their products didn't harm other people. And today this applies really, really widely. So that could be from product liability to medical negligence to road traffic accidents. We have so much in negligence law, and we owe it all to Donoghue and Stevenson.